The Reaper is here.
Welcome to the Scamily podcast. It's your boy Reaper Mode 5. And today we have a very special guest, somebody that we've been trying to get here for a while. So let everybody know what your name is.
My name is Teggun DOG. And my tattoo page is DOG Ink Studio.
Okay, so let them know like all your social media handles. Like,
Oh shit, all of them is DOG Ink Studio or Teggun DOG, but I changed it to DOG Ink Studio.
and I had a question because we was talking about the DLG part, and I didn't know what your name was. So what does DLG stand for?
DOG is Teggun DOG is Gold Nugget backwards, but the gold is without the O.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what made you like come with that?
So I go by Nugget and shit, and then I felt like that shit was unprofessional. You feel me? Cause I don't want motherfucker be like Nugget. You feel me? So I had one time I think it was out of accident too. I just put my Instagram name like Gold Nugget backwards.
Right.
I don't know why. And then my old mentor, he was like, "You feel me? That would be a good name type."
For sure.
Ever since then.
Okay, so speaking of mentors, like anybody like that, like kind of like influenced you to like start tattooing and just get into the game, like anybody that you want to like shout out to, just help that helped you like along the way.
So I had people that I've been drawing most of my life.
Okay.
So I had people mentor that taught me how to like tattoo better, proper ways and stuff. But getting into tattoo, that was me because I always loved drawing.
Okay.
And I got like I love tattoos when I was young. I got my first tattoo when I was like 13.
Really?
So yeah,
What was that? Your face tattoo?
Nah, hell nah. I got that shit when I was like 17.
Okay,
Like this shit right here.
okay,
And I did it
okay.
in the mirror, so I had to like, and it's fucked up because it was supposed to be small in an outline. That
Right.
motherfucker just got bigger and bigger, so I
Okay.
just left it.
Okay.
But yeah, I got my first tattoo when I was like 13. I've been loving tattoos and stuff. I just didn't know that I was gonna be a tattoo artist.
Okay.
It just
So
happened.
something that like stood out to me was you did a photo shoot with Instadre. That's one of my partners out there.
Mhm.
You know, shout out to Instadre. And I was just real intrigued because you are a young female.
Mhm.
And you're a tattoo artist. You don't see a lot of females doing tattoos. You don't see a lot of females, petite females doing tattoos,
Hell
especially in the Indianapolis area.
Exactly.
So what sets you apart from just everybody else that's in your industry?
I'm the biggest Vietnamese. You feel me? The biggest Vietnamese motherfucker. And I feel like what set me apart is I feel like it's mainly the way I look because you don't see a lot of people that look like me out here. You feel me? And I'm from Vietnam, but I moved to New Orleans when I was like 3. So I'm like, you feel me? I got a little soul in me. So and then I moved there a while ago. So that's why I talk the way I talk.
Okay. And if my history is correct, Vietnam is in Asia, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're basically Asian.
Yes,
In a way.
I am Asian.
Okay.
Not in a way. I am Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with social studies.
Yeah.
So people are used to seeing like Asian women, you know, in spas and massages and stuff like
That's
that.
racist.
Stereotype.
But yeah.
So what made you just want to go into like a whole different industry?
Well, so my whole family, they're all nail techs. So they like typical Asian family.
Like, not to cut you off, but did you get any like backlash from your family when you said I want to do tattoos?
No, actually, no. I had what's the right word? Disbelief. Like some of my family wouldn't believe that I would actually go somewhere with it. You feel me? And I'm still trying to prove to them right now that this is what I want and I could be successful with it and take care of them one day. My mama, she definitely believes in me for sure, and my dad, they definitely believe in me.
That's dope.
The rest of my family, they haven't seen that much yet.
Okay.
But
soon to come.
Yeah.
Soon to come.
Yeah.
Now, speaking on your support system, but you have your manager with you.
Yeah.
I just want you to just speak on your relationship and how that correlated.
So my manager, she we was just talking about earlier. She like the whole package. You feel me? She currently she's trying to get into makeup. Okay. But right now she's trying to get into makeup, be a lawyer and stuff.
That's dope.
And she just do everything and stuff. She helped me not just as like cause I didn't even know that there was like different type of managers to today.
Yeah.
But she not just a tattoo manager. Like she not just managing my tattoo page and booking me clients and stuff.
She managing your brand too.
yes, and she also helped me as well. You feel
As
me?
far as personal,
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
cause at the end of the day, the manager, fuck the manager label. That's my friend. You feel me? And she helped me just
She
mentally with
guides
it.
you.
Yeah, guides me
Yeah,
the right way because at the end of the day, I am 19 and I know I have a lot of shit to learn.
you do.
And there's so much shit that's coming towards me. So like it's so much shit coming right now that I feel overwhelmed. And she just helped me like try to settle down. But I don't be listening. So I got to like really start sitting down like we just talking about earlier. I gotta start doing checklists and doing like shit that's gonna better me because I am getting in the position where you
Things are
don't
getting
see,
bigger
yeah,
and things are
things like
getting,
you
yeah.
feel me. So I really gotta start staying focused now, and I'm you feel me, yeah.
So
It's hard to stay focused
no,
sometimes, but
100%. And I'm glad that you touched on just her role as a manager because a lot of people get that confused. They think that a lot of people confuse managers with agents.
yeah,
And an agent is someone who like negotiates deals, who
mm-hmm.
really does like all business sides for you. A
Mm-hmm.
manager is somebody that really is there for you every day, the day-to-day basis. They guide you,
Mm-hmm.
they lead you, and they help you outside of just your professional life.
I feel like a manager. I don't like labels on shit. You feel me? I'm not a type of person to like put labels
She's
on
just your
nothing.
support system.
Yeah,
100%.
you feel me? Like she just like another family member to me for real.
And that's how
You
it has
feel
to
me?
be. That's how it has to be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna treat her like she's my manager or somebody that's going. You feel me? Just working for me. That's not how it works.
They family.
Yeah.
Sister.
Hmm. Like the way she support me, I want to be able to support her the same way
Exactly.
as much as I can. You
Yeah.
feel me? I'm and then they like I'm younger, so I don't really have that much knowledge to give, but I have other things to offer as well. Just being there for support.
100%. And I feel like you on your way there because once you get to that top where you see the results of your work,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to put that back off on her and show her the love that she showed you.
Exactly.
Now I see that you just celebrated 10,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
That's
you.
a big step though.
That is because I went from like I think 700 to 700 no 400 4,000 to 7,000 in like 7 months. That's a big step, and that's like that's just crazy as fuck.
And I feel like once you crack that 5 figure, those 10Ks is either get to the 20, then you see the 40, then you see the 80, then you see the 100K.
I'm hoping to grow every day and stuff. That's my goal.
That's it. Okay, let's take a stroll down memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was it just growing up?
Growing up, it's what you mean by that?
Like just your early life, like when you were into sports, like where you were like
I was really just I was a quiet kid. You feel me? Coming from Vietnam, so my people they didn't know English,
okay.
and my
so
mom.
Who taught you English?
I don't know. Shit, school. I guess I just learned from like being in school and hearing people talk and stuff. Okay. Cause the reason why we moved to Indiana was for education purposes. The education down Louisiana wasn't that great.
Okay.
For me, over here it was much better up north and stuff. But my mama she didn't really have time to teach me stuff, or she couldn't even, cause I was starting to my normal language was beginning to be English instead of Vietnamese by the time I moved here, and she was really never home. My granny took care of me, cause you know how it be like immigrant parents and stuff, when they get to America they just gonna be working.
Yeah.
Like they just working. You feel me? Cause the reason why I moved here was for a better life. You feel me? To America. And the reason why we left New Orleans was for a better life.
I feel like you had a similar upbringing to a lot of like inner city kids, especially black youth. Because a lot of black youth, especially like growing up in the hoods and neighborhoods, their parents would work so much. Mm-hmm. So a lot of kids grew up around their grandmothers and around aunties and, the older folk, because they always wanted to be at home. Yeah. Because we couldn't afford daycare and stuff like that. So while mom and dad went to work or mom went to work, we would be with, because I grew up around my grandmother a lot too.
Even though I grew up with the grandma I live with currently, she lived in Vietnam till like I was in like 7th grade or something. Okay. Then she moved to America. But my grandma that I grew up with, she passed away. But that's my daddy's grandma, my daddy's mom. Okay. But we never had a really close relationship. You feel me? Even though we did, like I did grow up with her. we never did have like a close relationship. I didn't really have a close relationship with my grandma or my grandpa for real.
Okay.
And I can't they didn't really teach me nothing neither. So I really had nobody to teach me nothing. I had to, and then since there was a language barrier between me, like not me, between my parents and just being in America,
Yeah.
I had to be the one that was doing stuff. And I was, you feel me? I was a kid, so I didn't really know too much, but I was trying. So I back then I was ungrateful for that. Now I'm really grateful for everything that happened in the past just because it made me who I am today.
And you see how much work they had put in
Yeah, and
to
then
bring you here.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't really acknowledge that until I got older. And now I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to work my ass off to give them the better life that they want for me
100%.
and bring that to them. You
I
feel me?
love that answer. Like, quick question: have you ever been back like over there before, like to your
Yeah.
homeland?
Yeah.
And how is it when you go back there, just growing up in America all these years, like going back there and seeing like the culture that you left? Like, how is it?
It's I'm glad that we left. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so glad. Now, my mama, she finally making more money now, so she's able to provide for her family that's in Vietnam, and they was able to build the house she grew up in into some like beautiful as fuck. You feel me? So but when I visit there, I haven't been there in like years, but the last time I visit, it was just so the toilet, it wouldn't flush. So in able to flush it, you would have a bucket right here. You would scoop water and then pour it into the toilet to flush it. The bathroom, there would be no hot water. It would be like a big tub. It would be like a little pipe, and the tub would just be filled with water, and you just like, you feel me, just use it. So there was never no hot water unless I go to my auntie, because there was at that time there was building up my auntie house. Then they built up my grandma house. But the it was just dirty and shit. And then my people was farmers. We from the village, you feel me? Like we my people from the village. So it was not no city shit, you feel me?
Right.
So it was like cows, pigs, and just like a bunch of like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it was way different than America for sure. So and then I feel like that also come into a play on I've never really lived there. I visited there. But since my mama grew up there and stuff, and my dad as well, I kind of gained some stuff like hard work, like working hard and stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit like that. Cause my mama, she would sell like fried bananas off the streets, and my dad, he would like catch fish and like ducks and sell them and stuff. And that also come into play with me because I tend to focus on working for a better life.
100%.
Even though I do have a good life and I appreciate the life I have right now, I want to be better.
And I want to ask you this: how is it, like you say, having that work ethic? You know, working so hard, coming from a working family. How is that being young and still able to balance your personal life?
I'm still learning. Shit, I don't know. Like I said, I'm 19 and I'm still learning shit myself. But the way I really don't even know how I do it because in my like everybody's mindset is different. You feel me? My mindset is fuck what I got, fuck all the problems I got going on, and how like I would be sad, but in my head I'm gonna think like, okay, if I waste my time doing this and not doing that, this is what my future gonna be.
100%.
You feel me? I tend to overthink a lot about the future, and I feel like that's a good thing and a bad thing, honestly. But I feel like it
They say to be aware is to be alive, 100%.
Yeah, I really don't know how to answer that question properly because I'm still learning how to manage my personal life and my business life.
No, that's something you always come back to later on. You're still young.
Yeah, so like, but all I know is like I do have a lot of responsibilities and potential, so I can't waste my time doing like childish shit. You feel me? Even though I don't think I'm fully mature where I want to be yet. Um, I just, you feel me? I don't know. I don't know. In my head, it makes sense, but I don't know how to say
But
it.
in reality, it's just a work in progress.
Yeah.
I have a question. It's kind of like off the topic. Doing tattoos, do you have like any Do you feel like you have any contemporaries that like envy you being a female tattoo artist, or do you feel like you get any like flag from being a female tattoo artist versus working with like a lot of the male artists in the industry?
Nah, I don't think so because what I'm trying to work towards is having a facility where my client feels safe and having just like to empower women and stuff. I want to have a building with all women doing different things, even though if even if it's not tattooing, I want like a group of women just to empower other people. Because when you look at tattoo artists, you think of a man. Most people who look at my artwork that didn't see me, they would think I'm a man, and that's real life shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't know, I wanna change just the way people look at women and shit. You feel me? And tattooing is already a scary thing if you think about it, because when people who first start like first get their first tattoo, they're gonna be nervous. Or anybody, even if they already have tattoos, they're gonna get nervous, they're gonna get scared because it is pain. It is, you feel me, there's a lot of health stuff that is involved with tattooing that people really don't be thinking about. But I'm trying to create a safe environment where my client comes in and they're not gonna feel scared. You feel me? They're gonna feel comfortable, warm, and just know they safe.
I got a question. Have you ever had like any men? Because you know a man will come get a tattoo and they see a female like, oh, I can't be in here screaming in pain and agony. You ever had like any instances where a man was trying to just front like he wasn't in pain, but he really?
Yes, yes. I have I have some men that's like that, and some men that ain't like that.
Right.
There would be it just depends on the person. I feel like I haven't seen it all, but I feel like I've seen most of it. You feel me? Like they'll be like I could tell by their body language they hurting because they feet be.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like, and then I'm sure you asking them like, is it okay? You want to take a break? No.
Come on, keep going. I got it. This ain't shit. This ain't shit.
Yeah.
But now and then I'll be having some men that full on scream and cry, real life. But at the end of the day, I really don't care or judge just because
you be a professional.
Yeah, but no, but even still, tattooing is painful. I got a whole chest piece. You feel me? That I know the feeling. I know the feeling. So yeah, so I don't really care because you feel me. At the end of the day, I know it's painful. I know the hurt. The only thing I could do is try to comfort them, and you feel me, do what I can to make it less painful. If we gotta take a break, I'll be like, nah, we're gonna take a break. And but yeah, I'm working towards other things too, like adding stuff into the studio to make my client feel safe and just to help with their health too.
But, so quick question. So just in your experience of just getting your own body work done, what's the most painful place to get a tattoo, you would say?
My nipple. So I told you I got my whole chest done. The most craziest shit was when he went inside my belly button, over the nipples, and my ribs. That was insane. Excuse me. But yeah, that I don't know. I don't know how to describe the pain. It's just crazy. It feel like I'm being cut. Like overly cut. You feel me? For hours. And it just don't stop. I don't want to think.
I can see you gotta go thinking back about it.
Cause
now knowing that you do tattoos yourself, I know you're real picky about who you get your own work done from. So do you have anybody that you would like to, like speak about, like any collaborators that you like working with when you get your own stuff done?
So the only person I have in mind that I would let tattoo me is this person named Kanaya, cause she does dope work too and stuff, and I'm trying to team up with her so we can, you feel me, build a group of females that like some powerful female that's cold with that shit. You feel me? Just some business owners. Just so you feel me, we all just pop our shit. And out of everybody, I think, cause I'm not the type. Even if I know people that does cold ass work, but they weirdos. You feel me? Like I'm not fucking with the vibe, so I wouldn't get no tattoos by them. But Kanaya, her work is cold and stuff, and she does, like, you feel me, she got good energy, and that's the type of person I want to tattoo me, because when I look at it, I'm like, oh, can I do this shit? You feel me? You feel me? Then I remember, you feel me? If that makes sense.
I grew up. We got always edit it too, so ain't no pressure.
Yeah, add that in there. Put it right here. You can add that motherfucker right here.
Yeah, but say our name, but I can do that too.
Smooth Art Studios. Smooth Art Studio.
Smooth Art Studio.
Smooth Art Studio.
Okay, cool.
And her Instagram is Kanaya.
Okay, so jumping back into after school. Now you're an adult. Now you're wondering what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. Did you ever think about like going to college, or did you just strictly think about just opening your own studio?
So I don't want a tattoo for the rest of my life, no. But I've never planned on, even when I was in high school, I never planned on going to college. I didn't see myself being in class, studying, doing all this, and then you feel me? I feel like that was personally, I'm not saying college is a bad thing.
Right.
Personally, with my lifestyle and what I want to do, I feel like I could learn that shit from a person actually doing it.
Right.
Like a cold ass tattoo artist that would teach me how to tattoo. I want to get into real estate and stuff soon. Hopefully in the near future, because I do want to, like, I have big plans for myself. I dead ass, sounds weird, but I want to own like a whole apartment complex, hotel building. You feel me? Like shit like that, or just own land and shit and built shit. Like I got a lot of things I want to do. You feel me? And a lot of shit that I do want to learn as well. Not just that, like stocks, trades, and stuff, but that's like for the future. Because right now, my main objective currently is tattooing, until I can be a master at that motherfucker. Okay. Then the money I make off of that, I'm gonna work towards doing other things.
That's dope.
But college was never for me. I feel like I could learn all that shit from somebody that's already doing it, or doing my own research, and just surrounding myself with entrepreneurs and people that actually have goals and actually working towards them. You feel me? Because you don't see a lot of that around. So everybody that I meet and stuff that do have the same mindset, I want to, you feel me, stay connected with them. Because that's the type of motherfucker you need to have around you. You don't need a motherfucker that ain't going to do shit and don't want to do shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They just drag the whole program down.
It's going to drain you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Like I tell people about having energies around you, because a lot of energies will drain you. And we try to keep a hold of our people, whether it's our family, our friends, classmates, long lost people. We try to hold on to them and bring them up, but sometimes they'll drag us down with them.
Yeah, you know like saying? Even though you knew them for a long, I feel like me personally, like even though if I know you for a long time, I'll still be cool, but I'm gonna keep my distance.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because that's not what I need currently. I'll visit a motherfucker time to time, but like having them around me every day, that's gonna drain the soul out of
you. It will. So let's get into some brighter topics. What are some of your favorite art pieces that you've done?
My favorite, on my manager. Can she come in?
Yeah, go ahead.
But this is my manager, Jamie.
Hey, Miss Manager.
It's I Heart J.
And I'm assuming
with 3 A's. Well, yeah.
Okay, so just break it down. Explain it.
It's a Buddha piece, and then we got lotus flower. We wanted to ambition and prosperity. We wanted that. I think this is one of my favorite pieces and stuff.
Okay. And this is gonna add to my arm, just like a symbolic arm piece. Like she has to do the rest of my arm, but she's done everything on my arm, and this whole sleeve is all her.
So break that down up there. What is that like?
I
see a tiger. I was gonna say a little bit of tiger.
This is my favorite animal, and I feel like this is my spirit.
Animal.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a very fierce person, and a tiger would represent who I am. So that's why this is on here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that live visual, manager. Okay, so I grew up watching a lot of like Black Ink Crew, Ink Master, Miami Ink. Have you ever thought about like if they were to come to Indianapolis and maybe have like a Black Ink Crew Indie or like an Ink master Indianapolis. Like, was you ever thinking about doing like any reality show content?
Yeah, I was. That was definitely something in the bucket list, in the gold list, whatever you call it and stuff. I just, it's a work in progress, like everything else. But hopefully one day I'll be able to start one. I just don't want to do it until I master. Like I'm like, you feel me? Until I master tattooing. You feel me? I think I'm cold, but I could be.
So how far? So if you was to put it like a 1 to 10, how far in the game do you think you are?
First step. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the first step.
That's very humbling.
Like,
very humbling.
I got so much like, cause in my like people would look at my shit and be like, you feel me? But I see my shit, you feel me? And I know what I want to be. When I'm 25, I have a whole vision of myself that is nowhere, you feel me? The motherfucker I was like 2 years ago, I'm not the same motherfucker no more. You feel me? That motherfucker gone. I'm like, so you can't compare me. So me now, today, talking to you, my future self, I cannot compare at all. You feel me? Yeah. I want this self of me to be ass, to be trash. So by the time I'm 25, I want to be the coldest. You feel me? Sure. So but like I said, I'm only 19. I'm on the first step of shit. You feel me? I have so much shit, not just business, but I have so much shit mentally, physically, and just like personal growth that I want to accomplish before I even could say I'm the, you feel me?
Okay. Mm-hmm. I love that. So let me ask you this. Do you have any tattoos that you've done before that you've regretted doing?
On people?
Yes. Just give us like one major regret you have.
Like when I first started tattooing and stuff, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You feel me? I was like,
you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you know I gotta start. You gotta start, cause okay, so this is how I used to tattoo and stuff when I first started. I didn't know how to really manage. Like I brought the whole equipment set, right? So boom, I had like 5 backpacks with me, like dead as 5 with just equipment. A big ass table, chairs, armrests, a thick ass printer. I just had a bunch of shit with me. You feel me? It was just doing too much. You feel me? I don't know. I feel like that was a like you said, like that you gotta start off somewhere. You feel me? Yeah. So damn, hold on. My bad. I forgot what the hell our main topic was.
Regretful tattoos.
Oh, regret, like but yeah, just that, the way I come to people and stuff, just bring extra shit for no reason, and then it would take longer time to come in and out. And my biggest regret was what tattoo was when I first started like doing realism. This is before I had a mentor. I did like a lion tattoo on somebody, and I'm using, I don't know if people will know this, but it's like a round liner. And I just did a round liner on everything. You feel me? And that I'm thinking in my head, this gonna be realistic, cold as fuck. That motherfucker was ass. And then it just faded the next day. So it was just bad. But shit, we all make mistakes.
You do. Nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. When I first started podcasting and shooting up, I remember I shot an episode with an artist, and we did the whole episode, and I didn't even realize that I didn't have the camera running.
Hey, it be like that. It be like that.
And we shot for like an hour. That's why, like, if you notice now, I'm always picking on making sure that they're running. I'm talking, we was just going, flowing for like an hour, and he left. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna send you the footage, and I looked. And then it was never on. Nah, I was like, man, that. Yeah, I was like the second or third interview I did. That was crazy. So when you tattooing, I'm sure you like listening to music and stuff like that, right? To kind of soothe you. So what are some artists or musicians that you like to listen to while you tattoo?
Me personally, I like Kevin Gates and Drake.
I'm glad you said that because I'm a real big Drizzy fan, and I kind of put down a few artists that I want to see how you felt about. So, if you were to put them in like a versus situation, how would you feel about Drake versus Kendrick Lamar?
I ain't gonna lie, I love me Drake, but if you talking about the beef, Kendrick Lamar win for
sure. Just in general, like who music do you prefer?
I like both though. I know more of Drake songs. You feel me? Also, I like both of them, but listening more to Drake for sure. I listen to Drake way more.
I'm a huge Drake fan. I'm a huge Drake. People don't know I'm a big Wiz Khalifa fan too. I still listen to Wiz Khalifa. I grew up around that era. What's your favorite song by Drake or mixtape or album?
I like all. I listen to all them.
Okay.
Like you feel like. See it song.
Nokia.
No, actually, that's I don't know. She just started singing now. That shit stuck in my head. But I like. Hold on. I really gotta like look for real and
cool.
see.
That's cool.
But Drake, yeah, I know. I'm a big I wouldn't say I'm a big Drake fan, but I like Drake music.
Yeah,
I like his music for sure.
Now, while you looking for that, how you feel about Nicki and Cardi B?
Nothing was the same.
Oh, that's a joy.
That's
I like that Connect. I like Connect of that album. I like Connect, Tuscan Leather. 305.
Yep, that like I listen to that like when I like film. I'm trying to be motivated. You feel me?
I know this swing. That's my.
But yeah, that's
I might listen to that after this interview.
Hey, you be like that.
Man, I love Nothing Was the Same. I think that was about 2012. I think that was like my junior year of high school. That was dope. Man, you got me over there reminiscing. now, let's see. So you say Nicki or Cardi B? Who would you prefer as far as just the music wise?
Nicki.
Okay. Barbs.
I like Cardi B too, but Nicki for sure.
Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla.
Hey, I knew Meg Thee Stallion before, but I ain't gonna lie, Glorilla, she done beat her.
Yeah, she different.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out Glo. Okay, so what about Tory Lanez and Bryson Tiller?
Now that I can't pick.
Can't pick that?
We're gonna have to skip that motherfucker.
Bryson Tiller and...
Bryson Tiller just because of what Tory Lanez.
Oh, man. So that's another interview.
Didn't he shoot in the leg?
Something like that, allegedly. But you're right. But free Tory. But okay, then the last one that I got here, this might be a hard one too. The Weeknd and Party Next Door.
Hey, I can't. We gonna have to skip that motherfucker too. I can't lie. The Weeknd. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm aiming towards a little bit more Party Next Door. Just a little.
Party Next Door can never top.
You think so? I feel like.
Yeah. I like the House of Balloons too. Yeah. I'm a big Weeknd guy, like that Crew Love era. Man,
I don't know, like.
I feel like Party Next Door is more reachable. The Weeknd don't do no shows.
For sure.
But yeah, like Party Next Door, I feel like a pimp just listening to his shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's dope. Okay, let's are you familiar with any like 90s artists? Like you listen to, like a lot of older music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, what do you feel about Lil Kim and Trina?
Who?
You know Lil Kim?
Lil Kim.
I know you kind of younger. You know Lil Kim?
Lil Kim.
Lil Kim. You ever heard of? You gonna have to listen to some Lil Kim.
I think I gotta hear a song.
You gotta hear a song.
Yeah.
I can't even really sing nothing from right now, but
Lil Kim. Who the hell's Lil Kim?
I know you. Yeah.
I guess
just listen to.
Okay, I guess I ain't that old now.
Yeah. Okay. I got something for the new artists. This just really came to my head. Rob 49 or Boss Man D-Lo.
I listened to Rob 49 before he blew up, so I have to pick him.
Okay. That's dope. Okay. So what are some of your like pet peeves when you're doing a tattoo? Like something that just irritates you, maybe something that a client does, or just something that you just like a major pet peeve as far as tattooing.
I'm trying to think. I can't really think of none. Oh, when people be like, okay, so my clients, they be grabbing me sometimes. I'm cool with that and stuff because you feel me? I don't really care about that. But I be having like people that be moaning in my ear. Like, I remember this one time because it just gave me the ick. This dude, right? I was doing his tattoo. I think what really gave me the ick was that he was trying to get at me. You feel me? But he had a girlfriend. So whole time while I'm doing his tattoo and shit, he kept grabbing his arm like this, Like, you feel me? He kept moaning in my ear, and I feel like, as a grown man, that's insane. I don't know. I just don't like it when, like, it's cool if you, like, grab me and stuff, because I have clients that be like, you feel me, grabbing my shirt or, like, my shoulder or just my arm and stuff while I be tattooing them. But moaning in my ear and breathing hard as hell in my face is insane. That's my pet. Yeah, I think that's the only pet peeve I have, for real. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so what are some movies that you like?
Some movies?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really be watching TVs or movies like that, for real. And what I do, just I don't really care for that.
Okay.
Feel me? But I do want to watch The Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners was dope.
I need to watch that soon. I ain't gonna lie.
Sinners was dope. So what do you like to do, like, in your free time outside of tattooing? Like, what are some of your major, like, hobbies that people don't know about you? What's something that you do that people don't know about you?
I really don't be having, like, a lot of free time. When I do have free times, I be still trying to do, like, you feel me, work stuff or get rest, cause I do be tattooing late as fuck sometimes.
Okay.
But just my hobby. Okay, so it's something that I am trying to work towards. Whenever I could get some free time, is starting to do murals, so spray paint and stuff. It's like I want to start spray paint like this, like, for example, like this wall and shit. You feel me? I would spray paint design, and I want to start getting to a point where I can get paid doing that, or just any artwork. You feel me? Like shoes, canvas,
clothes.
Yeah, I want to be recognized not as a tattoo artist, but as
an artist.
Teggun.
Yeah,
like
Teggun.
I like Teggun, the artist. You feel me? Like I want to be recognized for my work, and just when I want to start getting to the point where people recognize me for my style. You feel me? Like when they look at something, oh, Teggun did that. That's what I want to get to.
Now, last question.
Mm-hmm.
You're 19 right now. Where do you see yourself 10 years, Teggun, age 29?
29. I see. I don't know. I don't want to answer that. I want to just see it. I don't know what's gonna be in the future, but I want it to be something positive.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, I thank you for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for coming all the way out here. Shout out to management.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all making that trip all the way from Indianapolis. Anybody that you want to shout out, or anything you want to say before we go?
Shit, the only person I could think of was my manager and Kanaya.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, this is the Scamily podcast. It's your boy Promote 5. Teggun was able to come bless us with her appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
All right.
Thank you.